What's goody YTBC? What's good fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So this is my breakdown and prediction for George Groves versus Martin Murray. As you can see already on the screen, the man Martin Murray has more fights. He's the older guy. He's 30. What's he? 32 and one. No, 32 one draw, three losses. And George Groves is 23 and 0 with three losses. You know what I mean? Um, the man George Groves is a guy. All three, or both of these guys, really and truly, are guys who have they've gotten world title shots. All three of their losses have been world title shots. You know what I mean? George Groves has three losses: two to Carl Froch, one to Badu Jack. All three of those were world title fights. Um, But on the other hand, Martin Murray, he has three losses and one draw. And it's arguably that two of those three losses he was robbed. And that one draw on Martin Murray's record was a robbery as well. The one draw on Martin Murray's was, what's his name? Uh, what's that guy's name? Felix Sturm. I thought Martin Murray beat Felix Sturm. Another loss on this record is from who? Triple G. He lost that fair and square. Took Triple G to the 11th round. You know, he got dropped by a body shot. I think I think at least he ain't go down from a headshot. You know what I'm saying? Uh, who's the other loss? To Arthur Abraham. I thought he won that fight as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought he won that fight. And then the final loss on Martin Murray's career is, I think was his first loss. What's his name? The Martinez. What's that guy's name? Maravilla, Sergio Martinez. When they fought in Argentina and it was raining out there, the man dropped the man twice. You know what I'm saying? He dropped Martinez twice, man, and he got robbed of the victory in Argentina. You know, but this is a tough fight in my opinion, ladies and gents. I consider this a 50-50 fight, you know. The man Martin Murray he's moved up to super middleweight. The man George Groves has been a mainstay at super middleweight. Has challenged for the title three times. He lost to Badu Jack, a very close fight. A fight that he got dropped in the first round against Badu Jack. But then he got up off the canvas and he was winning the first rounds. But I think his stamina, he didn't have really good stamina, and I think that's what really cost him. You know what I'm saying? Cost him down the stretch. You know what I mean? Badu Jack is it's a good fighter, but no special effects. Really basic, and I thought George Groves was on his way to win that fight because he was looking good early, despite the knockdown in the first round. You know what I mean? But I give Martin Murray's a guy who I think is a tougher fighter. I think he's more mentally strong and mentally, he has a tougher mind frame than George Groves, in my opinion. You know, George Groves to me is like a whiny little kid. You know what I'm saying? The way he was acting on social media or after his losses, and he's just I think he's a spoiled kid. Even the way he was talking greasy to Carl Froch, like he's gonna do this, that, and the third, it was pretty entertaining. And I feel him. I don't blame him. He did have a legitimate case for the first fight against Carl Froch being stopped early, but he was even winning that second Carl Froch fight, in my opinion, man. He was winning the fight before Carl Froch caught up to him. If I recall, I think I had Carl Froch down on the scorecards by the time the knockout happened, where he folded him up and cobraed him like a freaking lawn chair. You know what I'm saying? You check it. So this fight, I think Martin Murray, man, he's gonna have to use his jab. You know what I'm saying? I seen these guys at the face-off, and George Groves is a much bigger guy as far as. He's a much taller guy, he looked like, than Martin Murray. If you look on BoxRec, they say that George Groves is shorter than Martin Murray. That's impossible. Go look at that weigh-in from yesterday, and you tell me who's the bigger guy. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think Martin Murray got more. He's been through more adverse. Um, he's been through more adverse situations than George Groves. You know, he's had to go to people's hometowns and actually win the fight, going to Germany and actually beating Abraham, but getting robbed. Sergio Martinez getting robbed, going out to Germany again to face uh, what's that guy's name? Felix Sturm, you know? And I think these things right there are going to make the man more willing to come out and beat George Groves, you know? A lot of people predicting that George Groves is going to win the fight. But I think George Groves is a guy who's not, he's a better puncher, no question about it. He's a harder puncher. Um, Martin Murray, I think, got better stamina down the stretch. I think Martin Murray, George Groves got a good jab, and he displayed that early against Badu Jack. Martin Murray is a lighter puncher. George Grove is the harder puncher, but I think Martin Murray is a better boxer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he doesn't hit quite as hard as George Groves, but I think Martin Murray is a guy who he has better movement in my opinion. You know, his high guard. I think he has better defense. Definitely by far, by a freaking mile, a long shot. He has a stronger chin than George Groves. You know what I'm saying? And I give him credit for that. You know what I mean? I think George Groves hits harder, but I don't know if he'll be able to catch the man Martin Murray. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a tough fight. You know, to me, it's the best fight actually on this what you call it, AJ versus Dominic Brazier card. You know, Sky Sports box office. It's pay-per-view out there in the UK. You know, we're not gonna get the fights in the United States, but we are getting the Anthony Joshua versus Brazil on Showtime, you know what I'm saying, for free. It's going to be at 5 p.m. in the United States, you know what I'm saying, because we're like 5 hours behind of the UK, you dig? So I think Martin Murray, I got him winning this fight, ladies and gents. Split decision. It's going to be a real close fight. Big domestic fight in Britain, in the UK. And I think I'm gonna go with the underdog, man, Martin Murray. You know, he is the smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I think he's more battle tested. George Groves, in my opinion, also has a great resume. He's beaten more. I think he's beaten guys like the Road Warrior Glenn Johnson, and he's a lone man to claim to say that he beat James DeGale. He's the only man on the planet to beat James DeGale in a fight I thought James DeGale won. So, you know, there's a lot of variables in intricate situations with this fight, man. That's why I don't think it's a fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight. And I'm going to go with Martin Murray. Man, you know, I like Martin Murray a little more than George Groves. I'm going to be honest, you know. I think Martin Murray should have been a world champion. You know, maybe George Groves could have been a world... I don't know. He did drop Carl Froch, you know. But Carl Froch eventually stopped him in the first fight. Yeah, it was a kind of controversial stoppage. But then again, George Groves ain't sealed the deal and put Carl Froch out of there to even have Carl Froch in that position to come back and stop him. I put that blame on George Groves. You dig? So I got Martin Murray pulling off the upset, man. You know, I got him pulling off this upset. And hopefully he'll be on the bigger and better things. And if George Groves wins, that's all well and fine too, you know. But I do think the man Martin Murray is a better fighter in my opinion, you know. George Groves got a better jab, no doubt. You know, he's a harder puncher. But I think Martin Murray got better defense, better shot selection, and he's more battle tested. So, all right, ladies and gents, let me know what y'all think about this breakdown and prediction, you know what I'm saying? Let me know who you think's going to win. I think the man Martin Murray is going to win. I think his stamina will prevail, and, you know, he took Golovkin to 11 rounds, you know what I'm saying? He got put out by a body shot. So he showed he does have a chin, and that's no doubt about it. He do have a chin. Some people are predicting George Groves to knock out Martin Murray. I think that's absurd because ain't nobody ever done that. And I doubt George Groves will be the first. Alright, so if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Who you think's going to win the fight. And it's B Marsh Boxing. I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Peace.